hot off the presses. Grab your exclusive merch at the Viral Hip Hop Shop. Protect your energy at all costs. And you tired of all these self-proclaimed goats? Well, be a goat killer exclusively at the Viral Hip Hop Shop. Link in the description. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
My brothers was telling me, and I can barely swim good. If it's over 4 feet, I'm fucked.
Right.
But I fell in love with the art of making a surfboard, and I was like, damn, ain't no brothers making those surfboards and shaping them. And I'm still going to continue to make them, which is all surf clothes and all that stuff. We had all that. Some I don't know who it was. Who the fuck? I think it was Dennis. Dennis saw me. Dennis, a partner of mine who we grew up together. He came in and says, "Nigga, what the fuck you doing? You don't get back on stage." I was like, "Don't get your black ass on stage." He's like, "Listen, man, there's a lot of people selling boards that are way better than you. You're not a board expert. You just learning this shit." Yeah, I'll come back to it, but like I'm a shape a board for my birthday. I said I was gonna shape, but I couldn't start shaping a new board. But yeah,
That's dope. Let me ask you this. I don't know if you've seen the meme or it was this comparison between Chris Tucker and Martin Lawrence. And they said their last 7 movies, who would win? It was like a debate going on. It was a good debate. It was dope. We never talked about it. Okay, talk about it. Who's winning that, in your opinion? Because you've been around both of them.
Have you ever had what's your favorite soup?
Soup?
Yeah.
I'd say that that I don't know what it's called, that Mexican tortilla soup.
Okay. What's your favorite soup?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, he had one. If anything, I probably put clam chowder.
Which one is better?
The tortilla soup.
See? He's not saying that. Would you say tortilla soup?
I don't ever had that shit. Who's better, man?
Martin. It's not. Listen, Martin used to school me and Chris all the time. Because Martin was like a big brother to us, and he was on. He was doing the Martin show. He was doing Def Jam, and he was doing movies, and he would give us jewels. Like he would tell me, Faizon, quit being so mean. Quit being so mean, Faizon. People love that smile. And I couldn't. They're just two different things, but they're the same. You just Chris Tucker was a bad motherfucker on that stage, and he was funny to work with. He was one of the easiest persons to work with when we would do our shit, because we would always we like Laurel and Hardy with our shit. We would just knew what the other one was thinking. So he was. I worked with Martin too, the same way. Same way. There's a scene somebody posted me and Martin in the Thin Line Behind Love and Hate, me selling the clothes.
Oh yeah, damn.
None of that shit is scripted.
Wow.
So that's all just me and Martin going through it. Boom, boom, boom. Me and Chris Tucker has never all that shit you see is us. From Friday to Money Talks. It's all just us going.
Right.
So he's always been a bad motherfucker on stage and in front of the camera. So is Martin. Martin's been nuts. Like nuts. Like It's like watching. You ever watch people play basketball? Be like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how these niggas was, man. They was cold. You had to be cold back then. You couldn't just put a banana in your ass and go across the screen. You had to be cold. You know, Chris. That's why I can't go. Chris had listen. Chris has unfortunately Chris stopped.
Yeah.
And somebody got in Chris' ear, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I was building surfboards. This nigga was going to church. I'm like, fuck you doing? What do you mean? I don't want to go. I mean, I'm gonna go. I gotta say the Lord, man. Like, what? I gotta go to church, man. You gotta go to church. So he stopped. You know what I'm saying? At the height of his career, he stopped.
Right.
He was doing, I think, Rush Hour 3. And I had to convince him to do the first Rush Hour.
Why's that?
Huh?
Why's that? Why did he want to do it?
He didn't know who Jackie Chan was, and he wanted to do like the 40 Beverly Hills Cop type movie. I was like, no, nigga, this is it. Jack. I was a big Bruce Lee fan.
Right.
Chris, man, I don't know goddamn Jackie Chan, man. It's like, trust me, this is the shit. This is the shit. You know, I had to convince him to wear that suit, drive that car. He had all his puffy clothes. Puffy was the biggest thing. So all them silver suits and shit.
Yeah.
5001 make them suits. And what's the director? Oh, God damn it. He's a homie. Man, what the fuck's wrong with my? He's like, Faizon, man, look at the fuck he wants to wear. So I was like, man, pick that blue suit or the brown. It was a brown one and that blue one he wore. So pick one of those. Can't wear all this silver ass shit, nigga. I'm Brett Ratner.
Ratner or something like that.
Yeah, Brett Ratner was like, Faizon, he wants to. Then he wanted a brand new Corvette. I'm like, you a cop, nigga. Brand new Corvette. Then they showed him the vintage one. I said, yeah, that could have been left from your father. That's cool. You can do that. You can't no fucking brand new goddamn Corvette. So that's how we used to do everything. We used to go through it. And but then he just, I don't know, Bubbles got to him with some shit. He said Bubbles slapped the shit out of him.
You don't want the monkey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened, but he was a Martin, bad motherfucker. When I say bad, bro, like I say, bad.
Let me ask you this, because we all remember what happened to Martin when he was out there running and he got sick, and it seemed like to me it wasn't the same Martin as we had when he originally came out. It didn't hit the same. He was one of the greatest. Why do you think? Was it that?
Listen, right after that happened, me and Martin was on Mulholland racing. He had a Ferrari and I was in my 850 back then. And we were racing and we stopped and we were laughing. And I said, what the fuck is going on? He said, I know you're going to ask me that, Faizon.
Right.
He said, I knew you were going to ask me that, Faizon. And then I just left it alone because he's such a genuine brother.
Right.
He always been genuine to me. Everybody in this camp been genuine to me. They've always been. He's been, man, why are you so mean, man? He's always been a genuine guy. The real Chris Tucker is a genuine guy. When he just he grew up with brothers whooping his ass all the time. I was just another brother whooping his ass.
Yeah.
But they're the same but two different things, two different palettes.
Right.
They can't, they always do that with us. They want to compare. We just artists, just like they never do that with you. Like Tom Arnold or Arnold.
Right.
You like Stacy Keaton or like what? You love them both. You know, it's not like you like one, you got to stop like another one. You know, so it's like, yeah, man, love them both because they all, you know, I seen the rise of both. There's a brother named Martin's ex old roommate Steve White. Ha! You talking about fun? You seen Do the Right Thing?
Yeah.
For sure.
So you know who Steve White is.
Yep.
Steve White was bananas. They were roommates. So Martin and Steve were roommates. So imagine, you know, these niggas was buck wild,
Man.
but funny as a motherfucker. You know, Steve. You know, oh my god, oh my god.
Didn't he play? He played the dentist in that Martin episode when Pam turned into Martin and Martin turned into
He
Pam.
probably did.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He in Do the Right Thing. He was like, "Yo, you stepped on my no."
Mm-hmm.
He was always him and Martin was always together. Oh, he was part of the. Oh, I think him and Martin got that together, or Martin got it first and then brought him. I don't know, but Steve White was they were fun. They were just funny brothers, man, and it was always love.
Right.